Listen to Jim, though.
Ooh, Jim. That shit get very fit. I don't know the words.
It's our transition to the Jim trailer.
Outrageous, truly outrageous. It's so good. I love that show.
So Haley saw the Jim trailer this week.
And the Jizz trailer.
The Jizz trailer. I saw the Jizz trailer this morning.
Oh my god, it's shitty panties! I'll kill you! Please put a link to it.
Yes.
You have to see this.
I just put the link
for
the last one.
one.
So good.
Did we talk about Jizz in the last episode?
Yeah.
Oh,
we watched
I talk about it all the time.
We went from PD to Jizz. We went from horror to Jizz.
That's right, I remember.
After going from Jizz to PT. Our life revolves around Jizz.
Oh man. Let's go to Hollywood, get an abortion. Or I'll kill you. The electronic drug dealer. Electronic drug dealer.
So how does Haley feel about the Jim trailer?
Looks like it could be good considering Hasbro's trying to reboot their old shows that people who are generally 40 and 30 now were watching it as kids. Mm-hmm. And obviously entertainment today has changed.
Gotta get the kids.
So, let's reboot it. But we gotta market it towards 12 to 16-year-olds now.
We got the director of Justin Bieber's Never Say Never.
Let's focus on the fact that they did Pitch Perfect instead.
Well, they put Justin Bieber on the poster.
I know, but let's focus on the fact that it also says Pitch Perfect. Because that movie was good.
I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch it.
A girl does angels and vomit.
Oh, wonderful.
It's so hilarious. Hannah. Someone just vomits all over the floor, and then this one chick falls in it.
Let's stick it on the second TV.
And she just starts doing a vomit angel instead of getting up. It's so funny.
Delicious.
But no, in the original series, Jem and Kimber are they lost their mom at a young age, and then by the time they're young adults, their dad dies, and so they are taking over Starlight Music, which is his company, but he leaves half of it to Jerica, the older sibling, and then half of it to this evil dude, Eric, and they get into this music battle with the Misfits to win Starlight Music back, and so now Kimber and Jerica run it together, and it's just kind of their adventures. This is the entire series. But in the movie, they're like teenagers, and Jerica's all shy, and she doesn't want to I can't sing in front of people, so Kimber secretly films her and then puts it on YouTube, and the Starlight Industries place discovers her and then makes her some Hannah Montana, and so I don't know where Synergy comes into all that, because in the original series, Synergy was their dad's like secret holographic experimentations down in the basement of their mansion, and so I don't know how it works.
To me, it looks like they just said, oh, here's Never Say Never, Justin Bieber's movie. What if we turn this into a script and put little girls? So she's going to get YouTube famous, and then they're going to discover her like Usher discovered Justin Bieber. Then we're going to bring her to Hollywood and slap makeup on her face.
And Photoshop everything. That's one of the big lines in the trailer.
And then she's going to get real big, and everyone's going to love her.
But she doesn't want to do it anymore.
And then we're going to get somebody like, you shouldn't let the band hold you back. You can go solo.
I'm a solo. I'm solo. Solo. But no, it's just, it's interesting. Because then also, Jerica runs a orphanage foster home for girls on the side. Will's running Starlight Music.
Is this the movie or the show?
This is the original show, sorry, yeah. And
this
so
isn't going to happen in the movie.
It's not going to happen in the movie, so it's really weird. And like they live with two foster girls, which is Aja and Shayna, that's her name, Shauna. Let's Shauna. That's Total Drama Island. But no, Shauna.
I don't know.
So they're all like foster siblings, and they become the holograms. to Jem, which is Jerica. They are one. They are the same.
Well,
and then Rio is in there, which I guess he's her fashion stylist. Which is weird because Shayna is the fashion stylist in the original show. And then Aja's just there.
Hollywood thing.
Yeah, and then they actually have a 4th hologram, too, which they get in season 2.
We're going to speed through everything.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh.
Well, it was a relatively cheap movie. I think they spent like $5 million on it.
I'm still really excited. I'm still going to go see it. I mean...
It's not a wide release, is it?
It's Universal Pictures, so, I mean, it could be pretty... Hasbro's really pushing it hard, so I imagine it's going...
Well, they kind of lost everyone who watched the show with the trailer. Saw a whole bunch of people that are pissed off about it.
Everyone is, and I'm like, look on the bright side.
They put One Direction in the trailer about a musical band of singing girls. Let's not have them play music.
You don't know you're beautiful.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Baby. The good thing about this reboot is we get fun comics. I mean, I like that. I mean, look at this. Look at this cover. Look at this cover you can hardly see because it's so white.
I like how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is on the back.
There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the back.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, they got...
Get all the girls that read Jem in the Ninja Turtles. It'll be great.
I'm trying to find a good example of character change. See, and look at these new character designs. It's interesting, considering they just came from 80s, which was nothing but giant poofy hair and weird eye makeup. That was considered punk rock. Which was, they were supposed to be an 80s punk rock band.
80s was hair metal.
Yeah. And they didn't have the Misfits in the trailer either, which is their prime enemy. Because Eric hires the Misfits in the original series, and they're like the big competing band, and the Misfits are always trying to destroy what Jem and the Holograms are doing.
Now it's just an internal struggle within the band.
Yeah, which is kind of dumb, because they hardly ever have that in the original series. They're like so tight. They're all like best friend sisters. Even though the only two related are Jem/Jerica and Kimber.
I just feel like instead of this realistic spin they're putting on it, they could have gone like balls to the walls, Scott Pilgrim, over
I would have loved
stuff.
that.
That would have been awesome.
It would have been so cool, because I mean, her whole disguise is this robotic thing that projects holographic skin onto you to look like someone else through her magical not magical, but scientifically little techno earrings. Showtime synergy. And then she's like, Jem. Yeah. They didn't have that. They just shaved her head and dyed her face and said,
doesn't look like
Photoshop.
Hasbro wanted to put too much money into it, though.
No.
Which is dumb, because they're 30-year reboot, so...
Yeah, I mean, like, you gotta realize all your fans are adults. They will waste money on being like, man, I used to watch it. I'm doing it. So if you do it right, you'd make even more money. Why? Marketing!
It's more than 5. Even 10 at least.
Yeah. I'm not even in the correct age group, and I'm like a big fan of this show. This show was out like 10 years before I was born. I love it. I watched it. I watched it all the time as a kid. Now I'm like revisiting it and watching it a bunch.
Need some more. Oh well. We'll see how it is.
Yeah, October 23rd.
It could be good. It could be bad.
It could be a fun theater trip, nonetheless. I mean, whether you hated or loved the movie, when you go see, like, books that turned into movies, you still had fun in the theater. I mean, if it was really bad, you were making fun of it. That's still fun. Like Mad Max.
Mad Max was awesome.
No, it was not. It was so bad. I was so bored. They literally do nothing.
They had dudes shooting flames out of a guitar, and there were crashes. I'm like, okay, this is probably going to be fun.
I find that crap utterly pointless and boring.
$5 on it. I got my money's worth. It's a badass movie.
Need the Frosty.